Okay, everyone, we are back. It was kind of a quick break, but I hope you had enough time to maybe get some refreshment, relax a little bit. And so now we're going to move on to our next session. This is setting our sights on Osaka, Kansai, the hybrid Mecca of academy and industry. This session will be facilitated by Mr. Masaaki Yoshikawa. He's the founder and CEO of Human Hub Japan. He's also the advisor to Hankyu Hanshin Properties Corporation, and he's the former director of Osaka City Economic Strategy Bureau, as well as an advocate of the Hack Osaka movement. So let's welcome to the stage Mr. Masaaki Yoshikawa. 皆様大きな拍手お願いします。Here you go.
はい、皆さんこんにちは。
So good
吉川でござい
afternoon,
ます。
everybody. This is Yoshikawa speaking.
大阪事務局の
I am from the executive meeting of the Hack Osaka and serving as the facilitator for this themed session. Thank you for your kind cooperation.
このセッションというのは
In this session,
大阪会議というのは
the Hack Osaka
1年の成果を
is a place to represent the results of the Hack Osaka activities.
まあこういうセッションなんです。
That is the reason why we are having this conference of Hack Osaka.
皆さんと共有したい
So, the shared theme for this year is the industry, academia, and government collaboration. And the mission for us is to create the hub or sacred place of that collaboration here in Osaka. So, first I would like to talk about why do we have to create that hub of the industry, academia, government collaboration in Osaka and Kansai. And I want to invite the active from the Kansai Innovation Initiative, which had a subsidy for creation such hub at KSI. And we also invite the Hanshin Startup Academia Coalition, which had a subsidy from the Ministry of Education, KSAC, will be introduced. And after that, the first venture from Osaka University, Osaka Heat Cool, will be on the stage to talk about the what is actually taking place on the site. And as the venture starting from university, what is necessary to activate it. So first, let me talk about why do we have to have this industry and academia collaboration hub in Kansai. There are two reasons for that. One is that, as you know, in Kansai, there are many universities, which is the treasure of the technologies which we can be proud of to the world. And there are the younger people who study there, have the energy to implement these technology in the world. And we have to utilize this power of younger people. And the second is that the technology or science has a universal value. So it should not be limited to the use in Japan, Osaka, or Kansai. So this technology can solve the issues all around the world. So with these technologies, we can create the companies which can be active in the world. So by establishing the companies and the businesses active in the world, we would like to revitalize the city of Osaka. And there are the other world-class companies in Kansai area too. And there are the people around the world who want to come to Kansai, even for the business or even for the tourism. So Kansai is a place of the culture and treasure. And do you know that more than half of the national treasure of Japan are located in Kansai area? So people around the world want to have the opportunity to come to Kansai. So that's why we want to have the Kansai as a place for this innovation and the industry, academia collaboration. So we have the KSII and KSAC, which are acting on the creation of such a hub. First of all, I would like to invite Mr. Nozaki
お話をしていただきます。ありがとうございます。よろしくお願いします。
to talk about the KSAC. So, this is I am Nozaki from the Keihanshin Startup Academia Coalition. And in the short period of time, I'd like to talk about what the KSAC is. What you see now in front of you is the logo mark of the Keihanshin Startup Academia Coalition, which is based on the concept of Mitsudomoe, the traditional family crest in Japan, in which you can find the small three shapes in one circle. And this three circle symbolizes the great power of the three regions of Kyoto, Osaka, Hyogo to create innovation. And Keihanshin Startup Academia Coalition, or KSAC in abbreviation, consists of the universities in Kansai region, led by the Kyoto University, and industry, finance, and municipality get together under these. And we have the progress of the entrepreneur training and also the establishment of the student powers. And as you see here in KSAC now, we have the 15 universities and entities from the industry, finance, municipalities. In total, 41 entities are involved in this KSAC. And Ministry of Education, JST score, and environment student of the business, and the startup promotion ecosystem selected KSAC for its project. And KSAC has the GAP fund to support the business establishment and the operation of which. And we create this environment for the entrepreneurs to start their businesses. These are the activities we conduct. And as for the support for the businesses, the result of the research at universities and actual commercialization, the gap can be built. So we have the fundraising and the preparation of the fund. And actually the other day we had the demonstration day online, and 26 projects were presented there. And from now on, with the researchers who made the presentation there, and matching will be made between these researchers and the companies. And as for the preparation of the environment in Kyoto, Osaka, and Hyogo, we will have the first step place for these areas to realize the ideas. So we are going to set up the hub station where they can use the various devices. And from that station, they can use the creative studio, such as they can use the shooting, editing, and distribution of the videos. And lastly, from now on, we will invite the KSI on the stage, and together with them, not only in Osaka, Kyoto, and Hyogo, we would like to support the startups, not only from the Kansai, but also to the world. That's all from me. Thank you very much for your attention. Thank you very much, Nozaki-san. Next, I would like to invite Mr. Kanayama from KSII. He is a researcher from Urban Innovations Institute. Yoshikawa-san, please come to the stage.
Thank you for giving me such a good opportunity.
So it's nice to talk to you. This is Kanayama from the Urban Innovation Institute. And Innovation Institute serves as a representative of KSII. And first, this is a slide for the those who are watching this from overseas. And KSII stands for Kansai Innovation Institute. And Kansai, the Japanese people know what Kansai is, but when you look at the map of Japan, Kansai area is located in the center of Japan. And there are 5 prefectures in it, and 6 prefectures. And from the Kansai area, we have the project to start the startups. And what is KSI? So KSII is especially about the deep social implementation of the deep seas starting from universities. And we have many participants. As you see here, we have the Kyoto University, Osaka University, Kobe universities, the various universities in Kansai region are participating, and the economic organizations and local governments are participating this KSIIs to establish the ecosystem. And this is a time-limited project, a 5-year project. And the final year is in the year of the Expo of 2025 in Osaka. So as a result of this, or fruit of this KSII, will be shown on the occasion of the Expo year. And this is the motivation of KSII. As you know, there are many prestigious universities with great, excellent technologies in Kansai area. But unfortunately, there are some issues. For example, the lack of the entrepreneurial human resource, and for the commercialization of the technology, there is a shortage of the information from the market, or the sales promotion shortages. So as an all Kansai project, we'd like to create the open innovation environment. And what you're seeing now in front of you is the members for the KSII. There are 68 members. Left side, you can see the 22 universities and national research institutes. And on the right side, you can find the economic organizations, banks, or venture capitals which support the startups. There are the total of the 68 members working under this KSII project. And we, the representative of an innovation institute, has 30 years of history involved in the urban development. And so for quite a long time, we have the close relationship with the economic circle in Kansai. And also with the industries, we have the wide range of collaboration. So utilizing such relationship, we would like to contribute to the ecosystem building in Kansai. And there are 4 major activities we conduct. And there are the various universities in Kansai. So we'll establish the network of these universities in Kansai area. And the shortage of human resource for the entrepreneurial or management is an issue. So we have to establish the program for development of innovator human resources who connects university and industry. Or the university sees and industries matching event will be promoted. That's another activities we conduct. And lastly, we have various projects, and these projects will be introduced, and the technology seeds will be explored through the project. That's what we continuously do. And toward the 2025 Expo, we also focus the Umekita second stage development. So here in Osaka area, we'd like to establish the ecosystem hub. That's all from me. Thank you very much. So there are the various keywords such as the Umekita second stage development, or gap fund, and development of the human resource. Thank you very much for your talk. And next, the venture starting from university. I'd like to invite venture Mr. Ivano from Osaka Heat Coal, who is a venture from its university, and Osaka, Kyoto, Kobe, and the collaboration project was the Osaka Expo. There was a kind of contest in pitch, and the Osaka Heat Coal won the competition and got the right to participate in the CES in the United States. So Osaka Heat Coal is a company which represents the venture in Osaka and Kansai. So we'd like to invite Mr. Ivano. And I would like to ask questions to Ivano-san about the ventures from university later. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your introduction. I am Ivano from the Osaka Heat Coal. So thank you very much for introducing us as a company which represents Japan. But we're just a startup, so we'd like to grow in that way. So please allow me to speak about ourselves. And Osaka Heat Cool is the company which tries to hack the 5 cents by temperature. And that's a venture starting from university. So when I decided to start the venture, I thought it's better to involve the other professors and teachers from the other universities. So the 5 of them got together and started the Osaka Heat Cool, and all of us are from the different background. So each one of us has its own deep tech, and by getting them together, we are trying to hack all 5 senses of human beings. That's what we're trying to do. And at present, we are focusing the sense of touch. And all of us have the sense of touch. And when you analyze what the sense of touch is, as you can see with these pictures, even once the eyes closed, the boy can feel that the water droplet are hitting his face because of the pressure. So you always talk about the haptics, but it's just the pressure element. And also the temperature, which links to the sense of human being, but there is no science which analyzes it. So that sense of touch is not completely reproduced. So we are exploring the technology to flexibly, to completely reproduce the temperature. And my first thought was just behind this lacks the business potential. So, as was introduced a moment ago, we participated in the startup pitch contest and went through the mentoring, and we received many advices from many companies. And now we have the temperature control system, which makes people feel as if that they have the kind of itchy feeling. So those who are suffering from the atopy have the kind of vicious cycle of the scratching their wound and have the more injury on their heads. So at the Osaka Expo pitch event, we made the pitch about this technology and won the first prize. And the thumb scratch was a product we produced using this technology. And in January, that we participated and exhibited our technology there. And in this way, startup from university have many chances. So the exhibition at CES or pitch event, and we have been interviewed by papers, and there are many contests. We have the great opportunities to participate. In the past year, we have received the great support from various people, and I'd like to express my gratitude for them on this occasion. Thank you very much.
Now, this is the university starting up startups like Innova-san. Please tell me what you think about it. Thank you. So this is going to be longer, this main content, so please bear with me. And this university startups, there are various challenges. And let's, what kind of things should we resolve as a resolve? What kind of challenge do you face? So university ventures, what is that? Startups. And the thesis on it, who is us? This is probably who's knowledgeable knows it. In the Harvard Business School, there's a who is us and who is US. It's the same meaning. But in this startup, so we would say university startup. So it's the same US. And who is a university startup? So why us? And Osaka Innovation has Hub, and KSII has explained from the perspective of the researcher. Originally, research was done by rich people, and so by curiosity of the science, or people want to be considered as your bright. That was the desire. But science become big. It's more costly now, and science gets bigger, and money, like somebody, because I'm not rich, and we have to benefit margin when it was required. This is the biggest motivation. And this motivation I started from researchers, I became an entrepreneur. And it's a very similar vocation, actually. We both have finding the problem that's not visible yet. We start from that. and get the money to resolve it. And researchers and entrepreneurs would utilize other people's money, not from the pocket. And making how much could you evaluation of the speech? How well you could make a speech? And also we fail. Just who is us? Even if you fail, but the bricks and mortar will still be here, and you can provide you can hand over to the next generation. This is Oscar Wilde quotation here. So we are all in the gutter, but some of us are looking at the stars. Some people are looking at the stars. That's how Oscar Wilde describes. So researcher and entrepreneur is having have a clear vision, and we have to leverage that. And let's get back to the original title. So who is us, university startups? Generally speaking, impression, it's a bit different, and I would just want to appeal that. In the Who is Us thesis, they call the Company A and Company B comparison. Company A, so like the professors would use the research, and Company B is having like they wanted to do something and lure the professors is Company B. And when you compare it, in case of Company A, the professor startups, and near the university there's a hub, and the shareholders are also inside the university or surrounding it. Entrepreneur not in university, and the shareholder is not in the university. So the Company A looks like the startups, university startups. Company A, Osaka Hikko is Company A. The faculties of universities are the members. We are having a very broad perspective. The university research, like Bohr type, pure basic research, or Edison type, pure applied research, like Edison type. You would see in the middle, there's a user-inspired basic research, Pasteur type. I didn't know this Pasteur type. But we broaden our perspective, and it will be educational for the faculties and as well as the students. And the motivation of increasing the earnings is also motivated, but research time will be consumed, and it will never be returned. Company A's feature is that the money will never be returned to the university. This Company B, like Go Green Group, that are the members I directly know. Mr. Yamashita, former boxer, convenience store owner, saw Mr. Sasaki's research, and he liked it, and he talked to collaborate. It's the disposable hand warmer. There's a lot of steel carbon is included, and then if you use it, it could be leveraged for water purification. This material, this carbon, steel carbon. And the person in Tokyo and person in Osaka got involved, and they, using for water purification, made material for the portable hand warmer. The nice Company B is there's no related to university, and not only for purifying water, you could use for other business use. And then using multiple deep techs and your motivations, and the final goal looking for is the Company A's features. And when you organize Company A at first, so this is the university startups, but which is the researcher main body of the research? Company A is outside the university, Company B while doing inside the university. From the university perspective, the ideal is Company B. And the faculties will leave Company B. It's not very good. The faculty leaves, but Company B, they have many challenges, so they start off from the university and works, but they never leave. So why not these U.S. and the competitive landscape is tough. Maybe some might have faced this difficulty. When I went outside, this is different. What that I felt was, I was in the university faculty, and then I left. And what could you do to create a better world? And for contribute to the world or mankind, what that is what people do. But what science is not doing. Science is not something a purpose to contribute to the world, to understand why the world is made and why are we living. In order to think about it and research about it, that is what the academia people are doing, and it's a very close place university. You have worked hard. People would try to force open the gate of the university, but it's not clear whether the gate of the university is open or not. And there are wonderful research is existing in the university, but it's really hidden asleep in a dormant manner. And we would like to pull that out in collaboration with my partners. And one is the patent. Key is the patent. So visualize the patent by getting a patent, and people would use this IP. IP is one of, depending on the usage, there could be a misunderstanding. It's not good. So when you get a patent, trying to protect the invent by the professor, not like that. To protect the right. And you have to send out and have others use your patent. And like Illinois University, University of Illinois in Chicago, and there's a university. This is also my mother. I'm an alumni, and the Netscape, the product created, and Illinois sued an alumni saying this infringement of IP. Their relationship was not good, worsened, and there's no donation. And Stanford University, they get a lot of donation, although you might have an impression that they earn by their IP. They have them use the IP, and the company would grow, and then company would in return by donation, and not just getting the patent, but good relationship with the university. Please utilize the patent, and this is going outside the university. I go out. It's a very unique experience. There are still hidden treasures of good research. So you could work on with the university and leverage them. So hack the university and the university resources, faculty, student, and alumni. So you can use a lot of abundant resources like these, like faculty, for example. And so maybe you have an impression they're not that amiable or less. They are very easy to use. Like there is no work, but they have lots of knowledge, although they are not very good at administrative things. And I recently noticed the lawyers and public accountant as well. You can hire faculties of the university. Overseas, that's a very something ordinary thing. They don't hire for 12 months, like 9 to 10 months salary they pay only. The other remaining couple of months, you will do startups or otherwise being hired by others. And that kind of approach, cross appointment, not that widely used, but the environment is ready. And the researchers doing wonderful researches, they get it earned, but they are doing researches but not going outside. They don't have money. They don't have research fees, and they don't have their money of their own. And maybe you talk to them like cross appointment. You could give some salaries. You can earn some salaries. Then they would love to work with you. And one other thing, so students. This is a very important resource. Of course, students should study in research, but they should be more utilized and leveraged in society. Like the graduate students, like where do you work? Like working like in izakaya or deep fried chicken. It's not like he's very, very superior student. So like in a venture company or big companies, they should work and have an experience. Like undergrad and grad, you should hire them. And we have to increase the salaries and provide the other grads and undergrads. Universities should improve the environment so that they can earn. And I'm a salesperson, but maybe you can join and get into the university as well. You can become a faculty, or you can be a student, or you can be a staff of a university. In various ways, you could just get into the university and create a healthy competition. I think that is a very important environment. A long but university startup. What is it, and what's not working, and you have to. It's approach to go out to the university, but you also have. It's nice to have a good environment of competition by having people outside getting to the university. So who is us? We can be one team and just making the university startup more exciting. Thank you very much. So Like you can become a top speaker of the TED. So the time is limited, but I wanted to ask one question, like the exchange with the others and the university should be more open place. That is your proposition, I believe. But still, that is very difficult, and it's not easy for us to go over the hurdle. But you can become a student, or you can hire the faculties. That was your summary, the summary. And the university, like just knocking the door. Can I go to you to having the university open up? So there are many people working in the competitive world, but like if you talk with the faculty, it will be easy. That is hacking. So they know the backgrounds or in the situation of the university. Of course, you have to go on the rule, but I would like to think the way together with you. Iwano-san, thank you very much. And it was wonderful. University and the industries exchange, and individual and university, how could we communicate? And so Hack Osaka is like the entire city's like flow, smoothen the flow of the city itself. And those academia and industry fusion, if the university has the hidden treasure, we have to find that and commercialize it. Commercialization is what it's all about. And we have to know in order to, or learn more to do so. That is why we have such session like this. And those fusion of the academia and industry, there is two important points. One point is these kind of area to create grow the seeds. You said that we are still just started. He is still just a young sprout, and you have to cherish them. 10 years later, there will be no rich field, and there is no rice field making without this young sprout. And at KSAC and KSII is trying to create the bed to grow the seed. And people in the world, it's the highest risk investment to create such place, a bed for the seed. And the people who successed in the venture, and this sprout works. People have to be able to see, and the people who has money and who has the eyes to see the value of the sprout. And those kind of people who has those two capabilities, we call them angel investors. And creating the bed for the seed is the most important. And this angels. So if you don't have such angel investors, how are you going to do? And Hack Osaka activities, how should we do? Like knowledge, technology you have, but you don't have money. You have money, but do not know about technology. You have aspiration and will, but you don't have a chance to meet good opportunities. You are now in one place and exchanging informations all in one place. That is a place where we're trying to create. In the past, there was a central lab or research area. They have mid to long-term project they would handle. And KSAC, KSII is like the university they position as a university as a central lab, and the central lab or the university connecting to the enterprise and visualize the hidden technologies, unknown technologies, like the disposable hand warmer. The private sector went to come to purchase all those used ones. The communication is the most important thing that we think. And as we said in the beginning, Hack Osaka is trying to make the good flow of information, and the mindset to create the flow of information, open, flat, friendly. We say that, and it will be OFF if you get the top capital initials. So you go off like getting away, the small place where you belong to, organization that belong to, or your titles, your position. Just step away from those things, and the overall optimization, overall purpose, you would take a look, taking one step back of yourself, and get connected. That is the Hack Osaka. And therefore, university, company, getting connected, or the individual would connect to the university. Such communications being in place, overall city creation will be possible. And Kansai is like 2024. Mecca 2 is there's an opening, and Osaka Expo is 2025. And Hack Osaka academia industry collaboration activity is also being a middle milestone, and between these two big projects, and we would like to make Hack Osaka activities even more exciting. And thank you for your collaboration and participation. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. 皆さん改めて大きな拍手お願いします。Thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed that session as well.